on the war between Israel and Hamas, we're on the brink of a proposal that I laid out in detail months ago, finally coming to fruition. I have learned many years of public service to never, ever give up. So I spoke to Prime Minister of Israel yesterday. I spoke to Emir Qatar today. I look forward to speaking with President al-Sisi soon. We're pressing hard to close this. The deal we restructured would free the hostages, halt the fighting, provide security to Israel, and allow us to significantly surge humanitarian assistance to the Palestinians who suffered terribly in this war that Hamas started. They've been through hell. So many innocent people have been killed. So many communities have been destroyed. The Palestinian people deserve peace and the right to determine their own future. Israel deserves peace and real security. And the hostages and their families deserve to be reunited. And so we're working urgently to close this deal.
And it's because there is a spirit being brought to this work which says these are not partisan issues. These are American national security issues. And it's the kind of spirit that President Biden has brought to this job from the very beginning, that set the politics aside, do what's right for the country, and have our team work with the incoming team in that regard. And I have to say, our coordination thus far, the engagement we've had, it's been professional, it's been deep and substantive. So obviously we have been focused on ensuring that all of the Americans ultimately come home. That is part of the objective that President Biden set forth. It is part of the phases of this hostage deal that all of the Americans come home. Now, what they are working through and hammering out are the details of the precise sequencing of people coming out over the course of the weeks and months of this deal. That's getting hammered out as one of the final details, but a paramount priority for President Biden, as for the incoming team, is ensuring that we ultimately get all of the Americans reunited with the families, and the remains of those Americans who have tragically passed away are also brought home so that they can get the proper burial that they deserve.
So would they be in the first?
I haven't stood at this podium and said anything particularly optimistic about a hostage deal in quite some time, and that's because we haven't been in the position that I think we are in today. Why is that? It's because the gaps have fundamentally narrowed on the key issues. The formulas over prisoner exchanges, the formulas over the details of how Israel's forces will be postured in their pullback in the Gaza Strip, the details over how to conduct the humanitarian surge in the wake of the guns going silent. These things now, on paper, the gaps between the two sides are slowly getting removed one by one, and issues are closing. I think there's a couple of reasons for why this is happening, the biggest one of which is that Israel has achieved its substantial military objectives in Gaza, and Hamas has suffered catastrophic losses, military losses over the course of the conflict. And when you put those two factors together, we believe that the time is ripe to get a deal and to have it closed.